Welcome, welcome. This is Star Grace, and I am here playing another round of RimWorld. We are going to see what our little colonists are getting into today. We started this fresh colony yesterday after a disaster occurred with our previous Wombats. Yes, there was fire, there was gunshot, there was death. It was everywhere. So we've started fresh again, and we will see how it goes this time. Now, normally when I play the game, I do play with 3 starting out, and they typically have power going through, and you know, we get a pretty good base set up. This time around, we are playing on tribal, and we're playing on random, and we are playing on the hardest difficulty. So we will see how things go. We do have quite a large base already set up. We cannot open these buildings down here because there are ancient evils inside, and we do not want to risk that quite yet. We were lucky and we found a gun. We've had a couple of smaller deaths. You can see someone right there. And we managed to strip them before they died, which means that their gear is not set to dead men's gear, and we won't get a negative trait from it. We are in the arid shrublands. I set it on random, so we just sort of ended up wherever we ended up. And that's where we ended up. We're in the arid shrublands. And I think that's everything, so we'll get things going here. Right now, Enforcer and Scopeek are off looking at the artwork. We've got some people hauling wood back to base. You'll hear my little guy in the background. He's helping me out today. He's helping me game. Moomix is taking on hunting, and he's bringing home some squirrel to eat. That's right, bud. Squirrel. Who doesn't like to eat a little bit of squirrel? So far things are going fairly smooth, but we know every time I say that, all hell tends to break loose, so I'm not gonna say it too much this time. Animal starvation. Oh, our Yorkshire Terrier isn't eating any food. So what we have to do is set this as our, it's probably not set as our home base. Let's see. No, it is set as our home base. So why is the doggy starving? Make them all go home so that he can eat some food. Moomix is bonded to this one, Enforcer's bonded. There we go. Yeah, I know, bud. So our animals have bonded, 2 of them at least. Oh, we've got an area revealed. And being bonded means that they'll get a positive bonus if it's set as that player as their master. So that's what I've gone and done. I've just set the masters for the pets. It just gives them a little bit more of an incentive to be happy. Although it does come with negatives. If anything should happen to the pets, then a negative trait will happen. Alright, I'm just opening all these buildings around here to see if we can find anything else inside of them. We did luck out, and like I said, we got a gun, and we got, well, we got some Luciferium, which I'm actually going to block from our colonists. I do not want them using that. If they start using drugs right now, they'll start going, like, we'll run out because we can't manufacture it, and they'll start having withdrawals, and they'll go crazy, and, ooh, another ancient danger. Where is that? Okay, so there's an ancient danger right here, but we're not actually opening this building. So that's okay. We'll just have to keep that in mind. Alright. We don't have the guns and the equipment required for ancient dangers. When you open ancient dangers up, normally these mechanoids pop out, depending on how many people you've got. Oh, everybody's eating raw meat right now, so we're gonna need a lot more hunters. Let's see. Okay, first I want to manage the outfits. I want to change it so that they don't wear outfits below 51 quality. My little guy's blowing spit bubbles everywhere right now. Anyway, the reason for doing that is because if you wear clothing that has degraded quite a bit, then you'll get, you know, a negative trait, and you'll be more prone to going berserk. What I wanted to do was make sure we had a lot of hunters. Okay, we don't. So we're gonna knock hunting up and cooking. And we're gonna make them, not animals, wildlife. That's what I wanted. We're gonna get them out after a lot more animals. Because they're eating raw meat right now, and that's not cool. They don't like to eat raw meat. I mean, who does, really? I don't know if we can take down an alpaca. We'll try. We'll see if that's a thing that they can do. Skopeek is the only one with a gun right now, so it's a little difficult to go out there and go hunting. Yes, buddy. I know you're so excited. I know. Calm down. It's okay. Shh, shh. Sorry. That's what happens when real life is kicking off. So they're eating raw meat off the ground right now, which they're not happy about. Hopefully we get some more meat pulled in and somebody will do some cooking and we can get that taken care of. I don't want them eating raw meat in this pod. Let's see who pops out of that. Ooh, she's got really good traits. So we're gonna go ahead and try to rescue her. Before we can rescue her, we need to make sure that there's a bed free for her. Oh, 1 second. My little guy's playing with some wires here that he shouldn't be playing with. Hey, hey, hey. Leave those alone. No. No wires for you. There we go. Alright, so we want to make sure that she's got a bed. Because right now she doesn't. So we're actually going to give her Moomix's bed temporarily. And we'll give Moomix a new bedroom. Where did she go? She was over here somewhere, wasn't she? Oh, there she is. Okay. So we'll have Skopeek go and rescue her and bring her back to our base. And what we want to happen is for her to join our colony once she's all healed up. We don't have a lot of medicine, so if she decides not to stay with us, it could pose a problem. But ideally, we would like her to live with us and, you know, lend us her skills. Now, we also want to make Moomix a new bed, since we're giving his up for the hospital. Actually, you know what I should do? We should actually turn one of these rooms into a hospital. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make... there. And we're going to get rid of that. And we'll get rid of that. And we're just going to make this whole thing into a hospital. We're going to need one eventually anyway. So people are starving and we've got no defenses and they're naked and they're unhappy. So basically we're just hanging in there by the skin of our teeth and we're barely surviving. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you start out as tribal. We've got no power, we can't research anything. Things are not happy in this little clan quite yet. But we'll get there, it's okay. We'll get there. Okay, so she is resting. Has somebody tended to her? No, they haven't tended to her. She's gonna die in 5 hours. Yikes. Who's in... Okay, so... Who's our best doctor? It looks like that's Rainy, 8, and 8. Okay, or Enforcer. So let's get Enforcer taking care of her. And tending to her. We don't want her dying. That would defeat the whole purpose of us rescuing her and bringing her over here. So we really want her to join the colony, and then we'll have 6 people. And that would be great. Last time we tended to someone, they decided they didn't want to stay with us. Which was okay. I mean, you know, if they don't want to, they don't want to. But ideally, we want them to join up. I'm just turning on self-tending here for people who can do it. That's a mod I've got. A couple of people can't do it. So it's really warm outside apparently. We've got a heat wave going on. And it's 50 degrees inside the house. Even though I've got cooling systems. We don't have enough wood for any of this. Great. After I made all these beds. So we're gonna have to get people out there chopping down some more trees. We're in the arid shrubland, so we don't have a lot of trees. It's a lot of desert. Let's go over here. It's pretty close to base. And we'll get some cheese being chopped eventually. Alright, so we've still got no food. People are starving. There's a heat wave going on. And it's really warm. They're cranky. They're not quite berserk yet. Skopeek is the closest, and Enforcer is getting there, but he's not quite there yet, so it's okay. So it looks like Rainy is our best builder also, which is why these little green arrows are here. It means that the best builder in the colony is going to build those items, and everybody else will just leave it for her to do. You want the best builder to be doing things because they give the room stats and bonuses, and that's really important. Alright, so we've got a major break risk. That's Mumix. And then... oh, the heat wave is over. Yay! That's good. We needed that. We needed a little bit of luck on our side. Woohoo! Alright. Eventually we'll get set up with a research table and we'll see about getting some electricity to this place. Hasn't happened yet, but we'll get there. There's only so much time to do everything. That's, I mean, you've got to prioritize. Oh no, she's feeling good and she's wandering away. Yeah, we can't do anything about that. I mean, I could draft and try to arrest her. We'll try to do that. Oh, so we need a prison bed in order to arrest her, so we're gonna do that. And we're gonna try to arrest her. Okay, so she's been arrested. Sometimes that's just, I mean, sometimes there's nothing else you can do. So what we want to try and do is recruit her. Oh, but the difficulty level, of course, is super high, which means our chances are fairly slim. And we don't have a lot of spare food. So chances are we're going to end up trying to recruit her and wasting our food on her for nothing. But unfortunately, that's just how it goes. And now Mumix still doesn't have a bedroom because we've turned that into a prisoner's room. But we do have a hospital. So, you know what? Let's let her go. We'll let her go. We'll turn this back into Mumix's room. We'll let her go. And send her on her way. Where is it? We will release. We'll release her. You can also execute, but then your colonists are like, oh no, I killed somebody. And they get really upset if you do that. So we're going to let her go and wander off. So we've wasted our medicine on her. 3 medicines out of our 20. Not a good day. But, you know, it's just what happens. So we're getting a collection of wood now, which is important. We've got our hospital started. Another escape pod. Huh. I don't know if we should fall for that again. This person has a chemical interest, which means they're more prone to start doing drugs. So even if you have it set for your colonists not to use drugs, people who have a chemical interest will tend to go do them anyway. They ignore directives and they'll go on binges. You know what? I would like to take her because she's got some pretty good combat stats, but the last one didn't want to come. So for now, we're just gonna leave her there. Unfortunately, we're just gonna let her do her thing. She's really far away from base too, so to bring her all the way back home. Eventually, what we'll do is we'll get a prison set up with some beds, so that when people do that, we can take them in. I guess we can assign Mumix this bed. Oh god, a manhunter pack. Okay, we're gonna have to address that. Manhunter pack. A pack of man-hunting cats have entered the area. They will roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. They can't pass doors, so if you stay behind, you should be safe. They won't attack inactive turrets. Oof, this came at a bad time because we don't have any food in our base right now. Is there only one? Is the man-hunting pack one single cat? Yes, it is. Okay. And they're going after the person that we released. Oh, they're going after the person we released, and she just bonked him on the head. And that was like the end of it. We're gonna have Scoopy, because he's got the gun. We're gonna have him prioritize hunting the cat. The cat's going back after her anyway, I think. No, it's just wandering. That's not so bad. I was expecting, normally when you get manhunting packs, you get like 50,000 of the animal on the screen all at once. But that was pretty mild. Dude. Okay, we finally got some rice that has grown, so that's great. We're gonna need that. Where is our wildlife? Okay, so they're doing all right hunting. Not quite as fast as I would like to get the meat in. I just want enough food to, you know, take care of that. Actually, we're gonna need... They need some clothes. They're really upset about it right now that they don't have enough clothes. Oh, I can't even make clothing because we need to research it. So we're gonna make a research table. We're gonna have to haul all this wood inside. Hey, dude, calm down. It's okay. It's okay, bud. I promise. It's okay. Yeah. Here, come here. Come play with your stuff. Here. There you go. All right. So we've got some meat in the kitchen, which is good. But it's not been made into meals yet, which is bad. Our tribalists don't... I mean, they'll survive off of it, but they'll be cranky about it. And it's not a whole lot of meat. Because they were malnutritioned when we started out, due to being tribalists. Dude, calm down. No, come on. Because they were malnutritioned when we started, because they were tribalists, it takes them quite a bit to build up their fat stores first. And then once they have that built up, they won't eat quite as much. Plus, if it's not processed into a meal and it's just left as meat, they eat a lot more that way too. So for now, our goal... Okay, we're getting a research... I guess we can get complex clothing should be the sewing stuff. But for now, we just want to get some meals going and a lot more meat than what we've got. And we want people to bring the rice inside. No, come on, bud. Yes, honey. Hmm? At least everybody's not dying. Okay, we've got our research table. That's awesome. We've already got people assigned to research. They'll do it slowly. We've got enough wood. We've got lots of leather and stuff. They're still naked and they're still starving. I mean, we're doing the best we can, but I don't know. Hopefully we can keep up with it. We'll just have to see. I don't think we can take down muffalos yet. I think those are going to be a little too hard for us. Maybe an ostrich? An ostrich might not be so bad. Let's try one, and if they can bring that back, then... The bigger the animal you take down, the more meat. Well, we've got some iguanas. We could probably take those ones down. They're not going to give us very much meat, but it'll be easy enough. There we go. So Cafo's doing some research, so eventually they'll be able to wear some clothing. So people are just hunting, harvesting, you know, the typical things that your tribe would be doing right off the bat. They still don't have any electricity. They don't have any light. Their cracking threshold is really low. But that's okay. It happens. Mm-hmm. I know, bud. I know. Okay, somebody go and make some meals there. We've got a good... We've got... Oh, I put meals as a thing, didn't I? Oh, that's... You know what? That's why they weren't cooking. Now they'll cook. I had it set for them to just cook 10 meals and then stop. Now I've got it set to cook until they have 10 meals. So every time there's supplies, they will cook. And they will put a meal down. Whoops. Which is what I should have done from the start. There's so many different toggles and buttons and settings that you want to set up every time you get the colony going. Sometimes I end up forgetting what I need to do. So now we've got some meals. So finally, I feel like we're starting to get somewhere. Not bad, not bad. Everybody's doing their thing. We've got some meat, more meat coming in. Hunters are doing their hunting. We're building a nice stockpile. Mumix is bored, so we need to give him something to do. Let's see, Mumix. There is not a whole lot, but you know what? We will put mining down here as number 4. We're going to do it as number 4 for everyone because we don't really need mining. It'll be like when there's nothing else to do, go ahead and do some mining. If I can find a mountain somewhere. I think there was one down south, wasn't there? Yeah, there's some. Alright. So we're going to do some vein mining. If I can find the vein... There we go. Yeah. So nobody should be bored. They should always have something to do. Yeah, they're doing really well now. That's good. Research is going to be super slow. If you're playing on the other difficulty levels, like if you're not playing tribal, you're playing with the guys who crash landed and stuff like that, their research goes faster. They have a bonus to it. But if you're tribal, they basically assume that you're a Neanderthal and your research goes really slow. And you have to research a lot more than everybody else. Like I said, normally we start with power. We can already make the sewing machine and stuff like that. This time we can't do any of that. We've got no clothes. We can't. The only thing we can do is hope that somebody drops their clothing on the ground right now, or go around naked like Cafo's doing. If you go around naked, you get a negative penalty towards it. But actually, our moodlets are not too bad considering they've got no clothing and they're out in the heat and stuff like that. It's not too shabby. I've seen worse. Nobody is at risk right now for going bonkers, which is something we don't want them to do, because then they'll start killing each other and attacking each other, and we really don't want that. We want everybody to be happy, getting along, being friendly. Alright, I just want to make sure that everything here is set the way it should be. It looks like it is. Everything's set pretty well. They'll do it in the order that it occurs in the list, and then by the numeric order afterwards. So they'll do all the 4s that are up here first before they hit the 4s down here. I don't know if I get winter in this zone. I didn't check. I just hit the random button and then just left it at that. So I have a feeling that it might stay temperate all year round, which bodes really well for us because it means we can plant and have our gardens growing all the time. Dude, what are you doing? Alright, so I just want to see... Okay, so we've still got quite a bit of hunting going on. Hey, don't bite. Don't bite. We don't want to kill those boomalopes or the boom rats because they explode when you kill them, and our guys can't really handle a fire right now. I mean, they can handle it, but I don't want them to get hurt. Don't bite, dude. Yes, honey, don't bite. Alright, everybody seems to be okay. I'm thinking we might kill off one of the animals. I'm thinking we might kill off Sophia the cat. Number 1, she's useless. Number 2, she's not bonded. So I think we're going to do away with her. The downside to having animals is they eat your food. Oh, okay, wait. We won't do it then. It'll make somebody unhappy. Okay. Boo. Yeah, the killing off the animals, if they're bonded, is bad. It'll give you negative traits, but the animals eat your food. So if you're having a rough time with food, it's sometimes a good idea to suffer the penalty and get rid of your animals. We only want to have 10 meals at a time because we don't have a freezer, so we can't keep our food cold and we can't make it last. Actually, what's the temperature in this room? 18 is not so bad. Oh, everybody's just going about doing their thing. That's pretty cool. Skopeek is asleep. Looks like Rainy's still making meals, hauling things, cooking, cleaning. Enforcer is doing a little bit of research. Now he's having a meal. I think Mumix is off hunting. I wish Skopeek was off hunting. He's got the gun. That's alright. Some people are mining. Yeah, it's not a bad little colony. Oh, we're having a solar flare. Doesn't really affect us right now. We don't have any power, so we don't have any solar panels. We don't have any electrical devices or anything like that. So we don't have to worry about any of it. Like, we're still tribal. So it's not going to hurt us at all. Oh, hold on a sec. I see people putting corpses in this stockpile here. We don't want that. No corpses. We want corpses to go inside this room here so that they cook with it. Yes, dude, I put you on the floor for a second, I know. Come on, bud. Well, they butchered it anyway, so it's okay. But I don't want the corpses to go outside because they'll decay. I mean, they'll decay inside too, slowly. But it won't be as bad as if we left it outside. My apologies if you can hear the wiggles going on in the background. Alright, everybody's good. Enforcer's taking a snooze now. I think Skopeek is off hunting. Mumix is cleaning. Rainy is making meals. Mumix is training the animals. Cafo is getting back to research, which is good. I think we're going to have some crops ready soon. We're going to have some cotton for sure. And the top one up here. Oh, we've got a mad animal. Let's see what that is. A wild boar. Oof, that's going to hurt us. 1 second here. There we go. So where is it? There it is. We're going to send Skopeek after that boar because he's got the gun. If I can... Ugh, I can't... Just put my little guy down for a sec. There we go. Oh, so I have to draft him. I don't want him to... No, I don't want to draft him. There we go, bud. Okay. So, hopefully Skopeek goes after him. Dude, I can't hold you 24 hours a day. No, I can't. Yeah. I can't hold you 24 hours a day, honey. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. I know that's right. Aha. Skopeek. Now you can hunt him. Dude, it's okay. Why is he running away? I don't want him to run. I want him to keep hunting. Come on, Skopeek. Take down that wild boar. You can do it. You can do it. Yay. Dude, it's okay. I know it sounds horrible, but there's nothing wrong with him. He just wants to be picked up. So I'm sorry that he's screaming, but he just wanted to be picked up. So Skopeek's gonna go heal himself in the hospital. Somebody's gonna go grab that boar. Turn it into some meat for everybody to eat. Yes, bud. I know, but I can't hold you 24 hours a day. No, I can't. It's too hard. Yeah, it's hard. I know. I know. See, I'm already slipping. I'm already slipping. Alright, so Skopeek is gonna heal up. Let's see how bad he was injured from that boar. Not too bad. He's got a couple of scratches. He can't self-tend because he can't do doctoring, so someone else has to tend to him. Self-tending is a mod that I have also. They don't usually do it by default. So we've still got lots of meals being made. Psychic Soothe, that's a good thing. Every colonist of the female gender smiles with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over this entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect the female gender. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit better. We've only got 1 or 2 females, I think, but still, that will help. It will help them not be quite as upset while things are going on. I think we're going to turn this corn crop to rice because it grows so much faster. There we go. So we're gonna, it doesn't really matter what we grow here, but we want stuff that grows fairly quickly and has a good turnover rate. Take down these 2, I think. And let's see if we can, what else? We have a sculptor's table, but we don't have a stonesmith. Well, that's alright. We'll get that built. And maybe some chairs. Some little stools so people are comfortable at their desks. There we go. Alright, so how is the wildlife? Are we still hunting anything? We're still hunting a couple of things. With Skopeek out of the equation, it makes it a little bit more difficult right now. But we're not especially hurting for food, so hopefully someone else will go out there and start doing some hunting too. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a couple hunters. It shouldn't be too bad. No, dude, you can't have this. No. I know. It's exciting, huh? Yay, Skopeek is all healed up, so he'll go back out hunting. Which is exactly what we want. So he took down a boar, which is pretty good. A man-hunting boar. So hopefully we can take down the rest of the stuff that we've got. Eventually we want to make the floors all nice in here. Right now, the floors to our base is dirt. But we don't have a lot of extra supplies, like our wood supply. Do we even have any? No. We don't have any wood. Alright, that's an issue. We're gonna have to harvest some wood. I didn't even notice that. Now remember, we're in the arid shrubland, so finding wood to harvest isn't always the easiest. And we've already harvested a lot of the wood around the base. We need wood, not only for building, but also because it fuels, right now it fuels our stove since we don't have power. So we need wood for that. So they're gonna haul the wood in. We're gonna get that table built. Here, you want it down? There you go. Is that what you wanted? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so now we can start using bricks. We don't have a lot of them. Limestone bricks. We can make some ornate plant pots and stuff like that. Eventually we can sell that for a lot. Yes, honey. Here you go. Nobody's actually come to visit us, which I find interesting. I mean, we had someone when we first moved into the base, but we haven't had any merchants come by. And I'm not really sure where we are in the map. I guess I can check. Hold on a sec here. Let's pause this for a second, check the world. We're just gonna generate the planet and see where we're at. I'm curious. Okay, so this is us, this little TP place. We've got some roads and some river. Oh, we're like smack dab right in the middle of the place. Okay, it's not too bad. So the growing period is year-round, like I thought. So we're not going to get winter in this place. It's okay. There we go. Hey, is. Or ish. Ish. Yes. Ish, not is. Ish. You're not in this colony. Our last one, it just like combusted. We had bad stuff happen yesterday. It was awful. Bad. We didn't pay our taxes and some bad guys came and like everybody died instantly and oh. And then some people suffered and died a little slower. So it was bad. So now we've started over again and we're tribal. We have no power, no electricity, and Leo's being a butt. Oh, ancient danger, where is that? Somebody's wandering near something they shouldn't be. Okay, so we've got another ancient danger here. So this is like the 4th ancient danger on the map. These two things here are ancient dangers. That one over there is an ancient danger. So we can't open those buildings. If we open those buildings, mechanoids will pop out and destroy us. Yes, basically you did. What happened was we didn't pay our taxes, and then the Galactic Empire came by, and they were our friend as they entered the map. They were coming for a visit, but because we didn't pay our taxes at that exact moment that they entered the map, they became aggressive to us. And they had a lot more guns than we did, because we didn't have any. And it just went downhill. And then I tried to save Scopeak and I tried to save Enforcer after you and Girl vs. MMO succumbed to your explosive injuries, and it just didn't happen. Half the base was on fire, and then the other half got shot up, and yeah, so that was yesterday? Yeah, the ending of that was yesterday. So I remade. It was a mess. Our dog keeps eating all our food, and it's not good. Not good at all. We really need more meat. Yes, bud, you okay? Hey, no, you can't take that. No, you can't have the keyboard. Okay, let's hunt some gazelles. Dude, you can't have the keyboard. And some emus. Basically, right now, all we're doing is hunting and trying to stay alive with food. But they eat so much, because there's 5 of them and 3 animals. Lurking's good. Lurking's fun. I don't mind the lurkers. I appreciate it. Everybody's doing their thing, sleeping, relaxing, start of a new day. I don't know where Enforcer is. He must be out hunting, I think. Yes, Enforcer's out hunting. Rainy's gonna cook a few more meals because we're below 10 again. And that's the threshold I have it set at. Let's speed it up. There we go. Scopeak's finally going out hunting again for us. That'll be good. We need that. The Psychic Soothe is ending, which means our colonists, the female ones at least, are going to get a little crankier than they were before. Rice is being harvested again. Yay! We're almost done researching, I believe, the sewing machine. We should be able to make some more clothing. Hopefully. because they're in the arid shrubland, we don't have to worry about winter, so we don't have to worry about toques and parkas and stuff like that, which is fantastic. That would just be an extra hardship on this if we had to deal with that. So I'm really glad we don't have to. We've got some more wood, which is good. They've got little chairs and benches by their craft machines. Just little things like that, little bits of comfort. They really appreciate it. Exactly, Spud. Oh, your wiggle show ended. Your wiggle show ended. Should I turn it back on for you? You don't really care about it, do you? You just want to play? My little guy's only a year old. And, here, we're gonna go collect this space stuff that landed. There we go. He's a year old, so he's fascinated with the computer and the laptop and basically anything that's not really his toy. He wants to play with it. Alright, so we've finished complex clothing. We can sew complicated garments like pants, dusters, and cowboy hats. So now we have to pick a new thing to research. We're going to go with electricity. This one's going to take a while. You can see it requires 36,000 points, and we just did complex clothing, which used 1,000. So it's going to take us a little bit to get there. But we will get there. So now we should be able to make a sewing machine. Yeah, we can. Woohoo! Turn that table around. There we go. Ugh. Alright, let's pause it again for a second here and let's get some clothes made for everybody. We want 5 cowboy hats. We want 5 pairs of pants. Oops, 5. We want 5 t-shirts. And 5 jackets. Alright, now let's make sure we've got someone doing the tailoring. Preferably someone who's going to be good at it. No, dude, you can't have it. Hold on a second. There we go. What's this? 4 out of 20. 4 out of 20. 1. 4. Alright, let's get them priority 2, because they'll enjoy doing it, and that'll really help us out. There we go. We've got a lot of fur and cotton and materials like that. So hopefully we'll get some clothing made. Hats will help protect their head from the sun. And from, you know, if anybody comes by and like shoots them or anything like that, it's important. One second here. I just want to make sure that I've got... Yeah, I've got it up. There we go. Psychic drone. Oh no, this is the bad one. Every colonist of the female gender winces in pain. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over this entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect the female gender. For a few days, some people's moods... Hey, you okay? What? Don't make yourself cough, dude. For a few days, some people's moods will be quite a bit worse. So basically, all the females just got their period at the same time. Dude, calm down. Here, let's go get the remote control and put the wheels back on for you. Huh? Let's put the wheels on. Here we go. Huh? There we go. Yeah. Alright, so we've got clothing being made. We've got 2 hats done so far. That's awesome. Skopeek and Enforcer are sporting their new cowboy hats. Electricity is slowly being researched, but I don't expect that to be done for a couple more episodes yet. It's going to take a while to get there. We don't have any extra food, but it's okay. We're not starving. We're low on food, but we're not starving. I might do a couple more fields. If I could get a couple more fields going, they'll have more of a stockpile. So that's what we'll do. Especially since they can grow year-round. Dude, trying to do it while my little guy grabs my arm is proving to be an issue. There we go. Dude, what are you doing? Okay, so let's make all of this rice. And we'll do one corn anyway. Takes longer to grow, but that's okay. We can't do heel root yet. We don't have the skill for it. We could do tobacco and they could sell it, but I don't really want to yet. Let's do potatoes. There we go. Okay, so we'll get 3 more fields in there. We do have a year-long growing period, so it won't hurt. Yeah, things are going pretty good. They got some meals. They're doing their thing. We got some clothes. It helps that there's 5 of them, because you've got enough people to get the chores done that you need to get done. Whereas when we play the other way, yeah, we have electricity and stuff, but we've only got 3 people usually. So it's a trade-off. Although then you come up with, like, it's easier to feed 3 people than it is to do 5 people and 3 animals. And the animals just eat so much. It's a pain. But then they're also bonded, and that's good. You know? It's just trying to balance everything. Micromanaging is the name of this game. So I've got about 10 minutes left in the stream. I've decided I'm doing a new schedule. I'm trying out a new schedule. I was trying to stream with my little guy in bed, but he's just not a very good sleeper, and I was getting up every 5 minutes or so to check on him. So now I'm streaming with him awake, which has its own difficulties. As you can hear, he's not the quietest of children, but that's life, you know. It's either stream with him awake and try to still get a little bit of me time in there, or just not stream whatsoever. And I love streaming. It's something I really enjoy doing. I like being able to share the fun I have in these games with other people. So my new schedule is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 2:30 to 3:30 PDT. And maybe a sporadic stream in there, here and there, if I can fit it in. Probably not, though. It's probably just going to be streams during those times. It's a good time for him because my little guy's fed and he's had his nap and everything like that. I mean, he's quite loud, but it's just because he wants to be up on my arms all the time. Like I said, he's a year old, and my husband's away for the next, well, he's away for 6 months total. He's got 3 more months to go. So it's just me and the little guy right now. Yes, bud, I know you want back up. I know, I see ya. So it's just me and the little guy right now, and I don't have a lot of private time or me time or time to do anything that I like to do, which I know sounds weird. I mean, when you have a kid, you give up a lot of that stuff, right? So anyway, this is my me time. This is me doing what I enjoy doing. A grove of mysterious ambrosia bush has sprouted nearby. If you wait for the plants to grow, you'll be able to harvest the delicious, pleasurable, and slightly addictive fruit. I never heard of this before. What is this? Where has it sprouted up nearby? Down here near a corpse. Okay, well that's interesting. I've never heard of the ambrosia fruit before. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's part of a mod or if it's part of the base game that they added, or I don't know anything about it. Interesting. We'll let it grow and we'll harvest it when it's ready, I guess. If I catch it in time. We'll have to see. What, you want down? There you go. What? He was complaining and wiggling to get down. So I put him down and now he wants right back up. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. What? Oh, you know what? We're gonna expand the stockpile. There. And I guess we're gonna... Hey, dude, hold on a second. Let me build a wall and a door. Yeah, let me build a wall and a door and then I'll get you. There we go. See? You're back. Yeah. I just want to put the stockpile in its own room so that the negative from it being a really ugly room doesn't expand into the research and construction room. So people are starting to get some clothes, which is great. The hats are done. Oh, cargo pods. Those are always good. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got 14 titanium that we can't use. Alright, sure, why not? Dude, you're slipping. Ugh. Yeah, you're slipping. I'm still trying to play on a giant medicine ball. I'm still raising funds for a computer chair. So if you hear that squeaking and rolling around, it's the giant medicine ball that I'm balancing on with my son as I try to game. I've got about 20% of the funds so far for a chair. I'm trying to get one of the nice gaming chairs instead of one of the cheap computer chairs that seem to fall apart every year and I have to just keep buying a new chair. So I'm saving up funds for that, and I've gotten some donations from some wonderful people and I appreciate it so much. The link is in my profile down below if you take a look and you feel like donating. I appreciate it. If not, that's okay too. I understand money is one of those things, you know. Not all of us have it all the time. We've got another skate pod here. Let's just see. Dude. Here you go. He doesn't know what he wants today. So we've got Smash. Let's see. Oh, they're really good. We're going to rescue them for sure. We're going to have Enforcer rescue Smash. Hopefully they want to stay in our colony afterwards. They might not. It might be just like the other person who left right away. Hi. Hi. What you doing? What you doing, monkey? Yeah, we got about 5 minutes left, okay? Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. So hopefully this person will want to stay because they are really good. So Enforcer's going to tend to them. Usually we get an option after they've healed up. So-and-so wants to join your colony. But we didn't get that with the first person. And we arrested her and then we just ended up letting her go. Because there's just no way we were going to convince her to join the colony. It wasn't happening. Mm-hmm. So we've got good food supply going on now. Eventually we'll have electricity and we'll be able to build a freezer in there and we'll be able to keep things fresh. For now we just want to make as much as we're going to eat because we can't keep it fresh. And it would just go bad and it would be a huge waste. Yes, bud, it would be a huge waste. Whoa, you're wiggling everywhere. You're wiggling everywhere. What's up? What's up? I'm gonna switch sides here, Spud. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? Oh, it's raining outside in real life. That doesn't happen very often, huh? It's raining out. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's... This is so I think this is the second episode with this colony. Usually things start to go downhill by the third episode. Which will be Monday. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have to cancel Tuesdays. I've got immunization shots for this little guy. Little does he know what's coming up. So I won't have a stream on Tuesday. But I will have a stream on Monday and then Thursday and Friday. I'm going to be playing some other games too besides just RimWorld. I just haven't figured out what games yet. Because I've got my little guy running around, I can't give 100% to a game. I have to be able to look around the room. I have to be able to pay attention to other things. So I have to pick a game that can autoplay a little bit, or that I can at least look away from every now and then. Oh no, she's leaving too. Aw, she healed up, and now she's just leaving our colony. She doesn't want to stay. So we've wasted more medicine on another potential colonist. Gazelle revenge. Oh, it's already down, so it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of blood all over the ground as Skopik does his hunting. So we rescued her and she didn't want to come with us, which is fine. Now she can just wander home, I guess. It's a shame because she had a lot of really good stats that we could have definitely made use of. But you can't, I mean, we could force her to stay here, but the problem with that is that you have to keep her as a prisoner. We don't have a prisoner room right now. You have to feed her and take care of her. And you have to have someone who's good at that sort of recruiting. So it's not just a process of convincing her to join the colony. It's, you know, taking care of her, feeding her, giving her room and all that stuff. Eventually we'll have a place for prisoners, but for now we don't. What's up, dude? You saying goodbye? You telling everybody that the stream's gonna end? You telling everyone the stream's gonna end? All our animals are still alive too. This one's bonded, but you can't see here it says the master and it has them with their master. You can't do that with cats, which I think is really unfair. Exactly, bud. Oh, we've got more cargo pods. Let's see what we've got. What have we got? Compost starter. Great. More stuff we can't really do anything with. Compost starter. I don't even know what that's for. I mean, I know what compost is, but I'm not sure what compost starter is. Oh well, we'll haul it. We can sell it eventually if anybody comes to visit us. At this rate, I'm not so sure that's gonna happen. So I think this is a good place to end the stream for now. Yeah. Little dude thinks it's a good place too. Everybody's still alive and everybody's doing well. So I'm gonna save it and end it here for now, and I will be back on Monday, same time, 2:30 PDT. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and like I said, if you want to make a donation towards my chair fund, the link is down below. And otherwise, I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care and happy gaming no matter where you find yourself.